Hey everyone, Houston Math Prep here. We want to talk to you about one of the earliest things you're going to do in algebra, which is solving a linear equation that has one variable in it. So if your equation has something like only x in it and some other numbers, solving for that x, solving a linear equation basically means that we have no x squared, no x cubed, no weird things happening to x like square roots or other, operations that are going on. Basically, we might just have some sort of number times x. We might add or subtract something, and maybe it's equal to some other number. Okay, so we have basically this is a linear equation, just the variable x. We solve these by going, this is really important, backwards through the order of operations when we solve equations for a variable in algebra. So normally when we think of PEMDAS, we would go this way and we would do things like multiply and divide before we're going to do add and subtract. But when you're solving equations, we actually want to go this direction backwards. So we won't go through the normal order of operations. We'll do the add and subtracts first. We'll take care of the multiply and divides next. We want to undo things backwards through that order of operations. Let's take a look at first example here. We have 3x minus 7 equals 17. So you notice we have a multiply here, 3 times x, and then we have a subtract minus 7. So we want to get rid of the subtract first, if we're going backwards through the order of operations, backwards through PEMDAS. So we're just going to undo everything in this equation by doing its opposite operation. So the opposite of minus 7 is going to be to add 7. So we're going to add 7, and whatever we do to one side, we must do to the other side. Otherwise, things aren't equal anymore, right? Okay, so we've gotten rid of minus 7 with plus 7, so we have nothing there. We do still have the 3x on the left side. And of course, over here, we have to add 17 and 7. 17 plus 7 will give us 24. So we undid the minus 7. Now, the only thing we have left to do is get rid of this times 3. X is being multiplied by 3. So the opposite of multiply by 3 is divide by 3. So that's what we're going to do to both sides. So I'll divide by 3 on the left side and the right side. Divide by 3 will get rid of the multiply by 3. So I'll just have x here. And then on the right side, we do still have 24 divided by 3, which does happen to be exactly 8. So our answer for this one is x equals 8. You should be able to plug that back into the original and get a true statement. So you can always go back and plug that in and make sure you got the correct thing. For the next one here, very similar, negative 6x plus 14 equals 23. So we will want to get rid of the term that is not the x term. We get rid of the add first. So opposite of add 14 is going to be subtract 14. And we're focusing on really doing operations to simplify the side that x is on. X is on the left side, so we want to simplify the left side. So we're subtracting 14 to get rid of the plus 14. Do that to both sides. So you will only be left with negative 6x on the left side. No more 14. 23 minus 14 is going to give us 9. And now what's being done to x here is it's being multiplied by negative 6. So opposite of multiply by negative 6 is divide by negative 6. Multiply and divide, opposite operations. So we do get rid of the negative 6, just leaving x on the left side. Be careful, we have a positive divided by a negative, so that'll give us a negative 9 over 6. And then we want to reduce 9 and 6 have a common factor of 3, so I'm going to divide each of these by 3. And so we should get the reduced version of this fraction is negative 3 over 2, or negative 3 halves. Okay, for our third problem, you'll notice we have x terms and constant terms on both sides of the equation. So what we're really doing first is combining like terms and then solving the rest of the way. So you can really combine your like terms on either side that you want. Keep in mind that what you're going to want is all of your x on one side and everything that is not the x term on the other side. So let's say you want to move the x's all to the left side. That means I need to get rid of this term. So to move a term over or get rid of it entirely, we need to either add or subtract it. So to get rid of 2x all the way, I would need to subtract the entire 2x term. Obviously, I have to do that to the other side. Now, you want to make sure that you're doing it with the like term. If I subtract 2x and 7 are not like terms, so I need to subtract it from the x term over here. So I'm going to subtract 2x from the 4x term because it's the like term that minus 2x will go with. So I'll have 4x minus 2x gives me 2x. I still have the minus 7. On the right side, we got rid of the x term, the 2x, but we still have the 13. We haven't done anything with that yet. And now this is starting to look like the first two problems that we did, right? I have an x term, I have minus 7 equals 13. So we just do this the way we would. Get rid of the term that is not the x term. So get rid of minus 7. The opposite of minus 7 is plus 7. So we'll add 7 to both sides. You'll still have the 2x term on the left. And you'll have 13 plus 7 giving you 20 on the right. And then 2 times x is what's still left on the left. So we will divide by 2, because the opposite of times 2 is divide by 2. And that will give us just x on the left side, and 20 divided by 2 is 10 here. And let's look at one more. Here's one where we actually have to distribute. So we need to make sure we're good with distributive property. Combining like terms is going to happen again. So if I distribute negative 2 times x will give me negative 2x. And then negative 2 times positive 4, negative times positive is negative. 2 times 4 is 8, so negative 2x minus 8 on the left side. On the right side, we'd have to distribute the 10 into each of those terms. So 10 times x would give us 10x. 10 times negative 1 minus 10. And now we're at the point that looks very similar to how we started the last problem. I have x's on both sides. I need to get those all together, combine them. You can move it to either side. I'm going to go ahead and move the x's to the right side this time, just so you can see it a little bit differently. So if I go ahead and combine all of my x's on the right side, that means I want to get rid of this negative 2x term. So to get rid of it entirely, I'm going to add 2x. Negative 2x plus 2x would be nothing, right? So I'm going to add that. Make sure you add it to the x term on the other side. It's got to be to the like term. So that will give us nothing there, but we'll still have the negative 8 right next to it. And then 10x plus 2x, that's going to give us 12x. And we'll still have the minus 10. So now here, this looks a little different because my x is on the right, but it's still just as fine. I have all my x's combined. So all x's, like terms, are together. What I need to do is get all of the stuff that is not the x term on the other side. So since my x term is on the right, I want to get rid of anything that's not the x term on the right, which is the minus 10. So opposite minus 10 will be plus 10. I'll have to do that to the other side. Okay, so negative 8 plus 10 on the left side, that's going to give us a positive 2. My minus 10 won't be there anymore, so I'll just have 12x. And now I have 2 equals 12x, so I need to simplify the x term all the way, which means get rid of the times 12. I need to divide by the 12. That will help me get rid of the multiply by 12. So I get 2 over 12 equal to x. And we can reduce 2 over 12, right? 2 and 12 both have a common factor of 2, so if I divide each part by 2, 2 divided by 2 would give me 1 on the top, and 12 divided by 2 would give me 6 on the bottom. It is okay to solve with your x on the right side. That is certainly okay if you feel like you want to choose to do that. Okay, hopefully this gives you a good start. We also have a separate video, if you'll check it out, about solving one variable linear equations with fractions in them and with decimals in them. So check them out if you're looking for some pointers on how to work those.